Hello, everyone. I'll be getting started here in just a second. How's it going? We are going to be on Orion. Let me make sure that I'm able to go live on Twitch here. If you are on Facebook and YouTube, I'm actually live on your services first. Reason being is they've had some authentication issues in recent weeks, and so I wanted to make sure that they had a nice strong signal first, because I care about you. You on YouTube and you on Facebook. How's it going, everybody? All right, I am now also live on Twitch. Hello, Elizabeth. Happy Wednesday to you too. Same with Kare. Video good on Twitch. Excellent. Success. Let me get the DDO client patched up here. Running a little late today. There was some kind of traffic issue on 90. And then some kind of traffic issue on 95, so. But that's fine. We got plenty to talk about, so. Let's see. How about... Alright, let's start fresh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, youtube.com/Dungeons & Dragons/live, and facebook.com/DDO Unlimited. Thank you so much for being here. I am Cordovan, Community Manager for Dungeons & Dragons Online. We're going to be headed to Orion in just a few minutes to do some questing. Week 2 of 2 of Orion, but we do have a little bit of news that we can talk about. First up, the Rezia Ice Games and Midwinter Festival are here. So, we might actually pop into Evening Star, perhaps, at some point in the relatively near future, and then check that out. The other piece is we did have a significant patch this week, so let me real quick call up the release notes. Work. There we go. Because it was a pretty significant patch, if you are not aware. Ah, wrong Earl. Wrong Earl. Fine. So, this has new favor stuff in it. That's one of the pieces I wanted to make sure that we talked about a little bit. It's been added where favor rewards had not existed previously or where a one-time use item was granted. Additionally, falconry is now available on a per-character unlock through favor that persists through reincarnations on that character in particular. There's a bit of a hit point grant, skill point grant, saves versus attacks. You could check all that sort of stuff out in the release notes, but we've really done a lot of favor work. Unfortunately, due to the way that it is done in the game, we do not have the ability to kind of retroactively apply it to people who have already talked to the NPCs that they needed to talk to. We were hoping to, of course, get that done, but that is not something that was possible. So, what does that mean? That means that you might need to true reincarnate before you experience the benefits of this in the future. Sorry. But it's there for when you do get there. The other big piece is Knight's Training. You can, it's a new feat that can be swapped in through Fred. I myself did it yesterday, so I know it can be done pretty easily. And it can also be used as a fighter bonus feat. And it gives you a critical multiplier threat range and increases the damage of long swords, battle axes, maces, morning stars, and warhammers. And it's a pretty good thing to have if you want to check out those new weapons. The other piece that's worth mentioning here is we did a lot of work. Well, not me. I did zero work other than to put it into the release notes. But other people did some work. I believe it was largely Torque. But I am sure other people were involved as well. To work on some aggro and aggro-related issues and Dungeon Alert-related issues. And that's in Update 41 Patch 3 here as well. So, not an insignificant amount of things to discuss. Let me take a look at our Twitch chat here and see how things are going. Is that feat available to all race class combinations? I believe so. It does have the requirements in the release notes, but it's like as long as you can hit a +4 base attack bonus and meet certain martial requirements, then yes, you too can take it. Yeah, a few changes to previous anniversary event items. Oh yeah, there's the one that the rose-colored goggles. Yeah, I saw someone get a little salty about that on the forums, and that's perfectly okay. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. I apologize. But yes, rose-colored goggles got the nerf. Oh, the No Worries armor. I just read that coming into the office here today. I haven't followed up. I don't really know what you're talking about. I have a couple characters with No Worries, though. So I should be able to take a look at that. I'm not seeing much chat on YouTube, so I don't know if that's just that there isn't much chat going on or if the stream's not working very well, but someone let me know. How about new monster manuals? New monster manuals are not in our current roadmap, but we know you like them. We don't hate them, and so I would expect to see them return sometime in the future, but no ETA at all at this point, so... Alright, well, hey, we're actually looking pretty good here. So before I get started, let me quick go to the bonuses, and I can also get you the dates in particular for, say, Rezia and Midwinter. Alright, so the Rezia Ice Games go through February 17th. That is a Sunday. And they'll be turned off the morning of Monday, February 18th. That's for the Rezia Ice Games and Midwinter Festival through Sunday, February 17th. Additionally, we do have a boost going on this weekend. It is a crafting, let's see, it's listed in the calendar as a crafting boost, and if I recall correctly, that means it is... I'm going to have to follow up on that one. I can't remember if it's a if that means it's a Caneth crafting ingredients boost or if that's like a crafting XP boost. It says plus 25% crafting boost, so I'm going to assume that's a Caneth crafting XP boost. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I guess that's not rock solid information. Sharn news would be awesome. Yeah, sure would. Any ETA on when Falconry will be available in the store? No, but I will be bringing it up with the e-commerce team today. Growler, if No Worries got nerfed on its AC bonus because it was an outlier, because it was way higher than it should have been, then yes, that's intentional. I personally was not aware that it was taking place, but it's possible that I just missed it. And thank you, Mistwalker, too. I had a great time hanging out with the Truth Seekers on Argo on Saturday evening. It was a really good time. Did some raiding and all that sort of thing. All right. So I think we are actually up to date, and I am now ready to log in and get onto Orion. Not quite sure what else we should mention here. Anything else you guys want me to kind of talk about? I think that covers the basics. We had a pretty significant patch. That patch does contain a bunch of anniversary-related things for when the anniversary event arrives. I am not yet ready to announce when that will be, but it will be soon. And I think it's... looks like it's looking to start around the anniversary time frame and then run through approximately mid-March. Let me put it to you that way. It's about as close as I want to get. By the way, in case you wonder why I was doing this reincarnation thing, I was doing some repro on an initial report that when update 41 patch 3 initially went live, it went live with an issue where, because there are changes to reinforce our true reincarnation system with item loss, it unflagged people who were set to flag for reincarnation under the old system. And the reason for that is because it wants to do, and we are hard enforcing, really a refresh to make sure that that information is captured as of today. The reality is we don't have a time machine, and a lot of that stuff is not going to be available to deal with existing tickets, but we feel pretty hopeful that this is going to make a very large difference in the rare but significant issue of reincarnation item loss. So, if you just log in for the first time post-patch today or something like that, and you have a character that's flagged for reincarnation and it is grayed out, what you need to do is just real quick log into that character, into the game world, and then log back out, and then that person will be flagged for reincarnation. You really should R1 not much more difficult than Elite, and the benefit is great. I don't disagree. I run a lot of R1 on my personal time. One might say I mostly run R1, like in my static groups and things like that.
It's time for the Midwinter Festival in Evening Star.
Well, I think we have enough for a raid here, so why don't we actually do that? Alright, welcome everyone. Looks like we've got a lot of people that are interested, perhaps enough so that we can actually get some kind of low flag or no flag raid going today. Alright, let me see where we're at. Amelia, hello. I am level 21. I don't think I'm flagged for too much. I don't think I'm flagged for caught in the web either. No, I still have a few of the quests to do over on that one. Let me see what I might be flagged for. I'm flagged for heroic. Heroic Reaver. God, that hasn't been run on the stream much at all. But we're all Oh, I'm flagged for Titan. Not flagged for Todd. Looks like I am not flagged for Shroud either. Well, let me check. That's a good question. I might. It looks like I'm up for Von 5. We could do a Von 5 in the course of this hour, don't you think? Yep. Here's the new ice skating rink. That's back here. Well, it's not new exactly. It's actually been here for quite some time. I like the Midwinter Festival ice skates. You basically go and collect things over the course of a couple of minutes and get rewards based on how much you get done and all that sort of thing. You can get free tokens over by the bridge here. You get more tokens if you're VIP, but that's whatever. So you will have plenty of tokens should you wish them. No, I'm okay on a ship invite. So if you want to get information, you can talk to Brace Bullhorns here. Just give me your blessing is the thing. Let's see, where can I get more tokens? Would you like to receive today's free Midwinter Spirit tokens? Sure. And I got 4 of them, but that's because I'm a VIP. But even so, I think it's like... whatever. You can buy them, but you don't need to, really. No, you buy as many. Do Twilight Forge. You know, my memory, to be honest, is not great for Twilight Forge. I'm not sure that I would feel comfortable leading a Titan raid at this point. It's just been too long. Especially the pre-raid would be the one that would get me. I have no idea. Can we get a tidbit of Sharn news, pretty please? I am sorry. No, not really. The reality is, we're just not in a position to state it. I can't. I'm sorry. Soon. Alright, do you want to try Reaper 1? You do not think we can? I'm 30. You have some level 30 in group. Well, let's give it a shot. Soonish.
You emerge into the vault's central shaft. already secured by the Laughing Knives. The Master Thieves.
I believe that in order to get the Tier 4 free agent favor, you need to run Twilight Forge and the Titan Awakes raid. That, as of today, that may be true, although I don't know. But I believe that that'll become a non-issue here in the relatively short future. Any chance there'll be an update to fix bugs with cosmetic hairstyles? Some don't work on the ASMR. Meanwhile, there is no option for an unruly long Shadar-Kai male. I don't know what to tell you.
Mistress Orphne looks exhausted, but she manages a shy smile of welcome. The glyph on this portal reads, Gate of Night.
Oh, yeah, good point. Let's recall out. So I've got a couple people saying they can't enter because their level 28 is the highest you can enter on Reaper 1. So let's just go back in on Elite. Alright, you can good to go back in.
You emerge into the vault's central shaft, already secured by the Laughing Knives. The Master Thieves stand ready to offer you their assistance.
A producer's letter is in the works. This week we kind of had to prioritize. We have both a Lord of the Rings Online and a Dungeons & Dragons Online producer's letter to get out. And the reality is, you guys know Sharn is next. Whereas on the Lotro side, we really haven't had an opportunity to publicly disclose much of the roadmap. So we had to prioritize that this week. I don't think I'm good enough to actually handle this trap. I hope you're not expecting any skill whatsoever from me, because you're going to be very disappointed. Yay! Good going, Pobblebonk. Up quiver carrying capacity. That would be cool. This is an older dungeon master
Magic and engineering must have cost fortunes to construct.
who, unfortunately, whose name I don't know, and the name, as far as I'm aware, has been lost to time. I've looked on credits, I've asked around, I've asked people who were there at the time. No one really gets me a good answer. No one can really remember. We've got some audio of it, some audio recordings, but under none of those recordings do they use the person's name. So I don't actually know who that person is, I'm sorry to report. If you know, please let me know. Will we ever get a scroll case or component pouch? I would never want to commit to a never. I'm sure, given the time and the resources and ability to do so, we would like to do so. I just don't know that we're going to be... I just don't see it coming up on the schedule anytime soon, I'm sorry. I love that I'm healing them. That's probably not good, right? Maybe I should switch weapons, but I don't think there are any other weapons to switch to. This character is kind of a gimp.
Body of Otto Knucklebones finally relaxes into death. His blood-caked fist unclenches, revealing a signet ring of exquisite beauty.
No. Robert Martin asks, are we going to be fixing Monk Key Shout so it uses concentration like it should? At the moment it uses Intimidate, which it should not. We have had several DDO developers take a look at that. And the end result has so far been, it is unlikely that we are going to be able to correct this. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but I cannot. For it is the truth. Apparently, for whatever reason, it's a non-trivial thing to correct. This character is kind of a gimp. So, how I got to level 21 on Orion here with this particular character is this was way back in the day, way back in the day. This was the DDO Cast Build Guild character and was an assassin. And one of the things we did for the DDO Cast Build Guild was a requirement that you could only use the equipment you found. And I don't have any other characters in the epic levels on Orion, so by default this is my most progressed character, as it were. But I just don't have much. I don't have much gear. So, and I don't really want to... Don't start sending me stuff either. But the truth is, this character is a little on the gimp side. So. I think I do have the arcane ring. Let's see. Parental wand, cure this foul maladies.
Gate of Night.
Okay. I need to speak to Haywire as well. Haywire, yes.
Haywire Hayward seems nervous outside his now destroyed work.
Oh, someone else speak to Haywire. I got the wand. Sorry, I wasn't paying. I was trying to do too many things at once. Someone speak to Haywire.
This bridge is strongly reinforced, as if to bear the weight of mountains.
Did someone catch that? I was not able to speak to Haywire because I picked up the wand first. So the damage over time that prevents interaction with things is just sort of part of the DDO DNA. I know that you might be a pain sometimes for doors, but it's... I don't really see us changing that. No, I did not use an autos box on this character. This is a... I will have to follow up Tyler from Facebook on a request to look into druid weapons and armor taking damage from slime and such while in animal form. I will have to look into that. I don't know. Any new Rezia rewards? Nope, not this year. This year is kind of the same stuff for Rezia and Midwinter. Sorry. Do a gold roll on stream. Whoa, a heroic true heart of wood and a thinking cap. Why does this happen to me on stream all the time? I have the best gosh darn luck on stream, and it just makes everyone suspicious that I've got a dev flag on or something like that. Holy gamoly, man. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, holy moly. Oh, Jesus. Why does this happen to me all the time on stream? Either I should keep doing it. I should keep doing it. My god, a thinking cap. Oh my god. Bound to account. Cosmetic headwear. There you go. And a true heart. And a true heart. Unbelievable. Yeah. It's true, that one did break me. That one broke me. Maybe I should actually be questing or swinging a weapon or doing something to assist other than just take up wasted space. Alright. Thank you, Bruce. I, too, have been really loving White Plume. Yeah. You missed me doing my gold dice roll and getting both a true heart and a thinking cap. Any chance on toning down dots from champions? I'm not sure that there's really much interest in doing that. Nicely done. Do mirrors work on cloaks? Yes. Let's see. Otherwise, development work is really 100% on Sharn. We're even working on some marketing related assets and things like that at this point. Key art, logos. The development team is really hard at work making quests and doing a lot of things in that regard. So it's pretty much 100% Sharn at this point, especially now that the anniversary event is done. All the work for it, most likely, is done as of this patch. So it's pretty good there. So we are hoping to get the producer's letter to you probably within a couple weeks, something like that. And Reezy Ice Games are kicked off. Anniversary event's going to be coming up soon, and we've got a lot of exciting news to talk about. So. Yes, the new favor rewards will carry over. No, wait a second. They don't carry over for true reincarnation. This favors reset on reincarnation. You'll just re-earn it. Oh, except for, like what you say, falconry. If you were to unlock falconry, that character would have falconry available to them were they to true reincarnate. Yes. It persists through all forms of reincarnation. Do you need the Sharn Syndicate to have the new Sharn? No. They will be separate. Will we finally get a 10-foot pole? That would be pretty funny. I'm down for the 10-foot pole. Oops. That's true. You know, the intention is you can also get falconry through a purchase of the expansion or individually through the DDO store for points or on a per character basis. Similar, it's really similar to the way we've done, like Harper in that, in terms of the infrastructure. Could we ever bring a pike to DDO? Like a pole arms and pikes and all that. It's not something that I see us doing anytime soon. It's a cool idea, but I'm sure in a perfect world maybe, but that would be cool though. I'm down. Oh, dodge my knife throw. Dodge my knife throw, why don't you? Use a little healing. Do I have any healing potions? Alright. I believe you can purchase treasure hunter elixirs independently on the DDO store. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can. I think that's kind of what they were made for. An iconic monk would be pretty powerful.
No, I don't have the ring. I do have the ring, sorry.
Yeah, I just checked. I do not. I have the wand. It looks like, is this right? We just need to do this section of the puzzle. Yeah.
Subsonic hum cuts off abruptly as the north portal conduit blazes with channeled energy. Moments later, two loud crackling noises echo throughout the vault. The free flow of power through the north portal conduit has been restored.
All right, there we go. If a contest were to be held to create a build for me to play, would I play the build the winner of said contest created based on a poll vote system? Secular Squirrel. As far as I'm concerned, the answer is an enthusiastic yes. I would be happy to do that. Didn't I have it? Didn't I just have this? Or am I totally mistaken?
You hear a low thrumming of power as the distribution grid returns to service.
Who do I say I am? I say I'm Otto, right? Oh, okay. The person with the voice needs to get here. But yeah, that'd be fun to do the build thing. I'm no expert. Well, no, I'm no expert, but I can pull off a build. Sure.
The west portal lets raise channeled energy.
Yes, Bruce, we will be having DM voice work and all that for Sharn. We have a pretty good sense of what that's going to be, who that's going to be, and when that's going to be recorded. So, yeah. It should be cool. Hey, thanks Mario from, what, 1-1 Games? What is after the Rezia Ice Festival for events? That'll be the anniversary event. With some new changes and some new items and some new cool stuff. This year. And that should be coming not long after the Rezia Ice Games Midwinter Fest is done. And that is through the 17th of February. Which is a Sunday, so it'll be shut off first thing that Monday morning. A caster barbarian for the win. Well, so you know I'm willing to play builds that aren't actually very good just for the purposes of fulfilling a joke or a pun or a play on words. So I am down for that caster barbarian. A very angry caster. Oh no! Oh. Someone who, I maximize in two things, casting and rage. A rage mage, I like it. I approve. Frost monsters! So on Sunday, on Argo, I was hanging out with the Truth Seekers. It was part of a Movember incentive from this year and way back. The Truth Seekers are always exceptionally generous. And it was a lot of fun hanging out with them. Over the weekend, I took my old beef heart, the vegetarian character, and instead swapped out all of the stuff with a plus 20 heart of wood. Actually, no, Seitan. Seitan was the character on Argo. But anyway, Seitan was a long-term artificer from back when the artificer first came out. So I swapped it over to a fighter vanguard. The reason I chose fighter rather than paladin is because I was true neutral. And that character is looking pretty good. So. I love that idea, Rosie. I love that idea a lot. I don't know. About putting really... There is a way to do it. I've heard of a thing called Livestream Prism, which basically takes the idea of a source from like XSplit or OBS and turns it, lets you do different streams with that. So you can have a whole bunch of stream keys coming into one source, and then you can do what you're describing, which is to kind of have a celebrity style event where you can swap cameras between each of the characters. But that's going to take a production, I'd say a production team, but let's say realistically 2 to 3 other people to really be able to pull something like that off. But I think it's a really cool idea and something that is technically feasible to do, should the timing work its way out somehow. Oh, I am at best a pseudo-celebrity. But yeah, the idea of like maybe a charity fundraiser or something, and being able to do that kind of thing with either the DDO team or, I don't know, whoever else. However we can make it all work. There are many options that would be possible. It would take a lot of bandwidth, of course, as well to make that all work, but it seems doable. It does seem doable. Will there ever be a tomb in DDO for Dave Arneson, like the one for Gary Gygax and Delaras? Yes, there is one already. It is in the ruins of Threnal, and it's an altar just like the one in Delaras for Dave. Where is this creative build going to be? I have no idea. Someone mentioned it on Twitch chat. That's all I know. I'm going to guess I don't have the skills because I don't have any itemization to find these traps. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Meet the DDO team in the PvP Tavern for charity. That's cool. I bet I know of a place in the Boston area we could have something like that. I don't know how many of you... maybe I better be careful because I don't want this to sound too much like a plug or whatever, but I'm sure some of you remember executive producer Athena Peters. She is running a tabletop gaming kind of gastropub thing that opened up in the Boston area recently. So I have a site for like it's a tavern style thing. And I bet a meetup for a charity thing like that would be really fun. Maybe someday. Just swing and yell, pretend, be strong, pretend you have adamantine weapons. Yes. That is true. 100%. Woot woot, 209,131 XP. Yep, we are, at least I am not running Von 6. I've got to head out here in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I know this is a large group, so, but I will be getting all of you a 500 DDO points code in the in-game mail for carrying my piking butt through Vault of Night 5. Thank you so much for being here, everybody, and thank you so much for watching the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Samus Garobo is going to be streaming here in just a couple of minutes. And I'll be back next week. Have fun, everybody. See you soon.